welcome to Tools to Create a Better Life with myself, Glenyce Hughes. I am so incredibly grateful that you are here, however you're watching this, because it's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on TikTok, it's on Instagram, it's everywhere it can be. So welcome. Oh, and it's even a podcast. That's how it initially started, and then here we are. So how does it get any better than that? What are we talking about this week? Well, tools for clarity of what to ask for. Now, this was inspired by something that I became aware of when I was on a free Zoom with 𝘗𝘗𝘯𝘮𝘯𝘮. She is coming to Calgary, Alberta, Canada to do a 3-day body process class. I'm so excited. I'm on our hosting team. Come and play with us, guys. I'll have the link above or below somewhere. Would love to have you. And I was discussing with her on this call about the weight for myself and how I had this target of weighing less than 200 pounds by the time I was 50. So I turned 50 on August 23rd, 2022. And in these years that I've changed my body so much and weight loss and all of that, it's just been so magical. And that's been a target. However, it was so interesting when I chatted with her about it because I was using the word target, but it wasn't actually that energy. It was really about basically judging myself and pushing and forcing, and there was no kindness in it whatsoever. There was no space in it. It was really, really ick. And I didn't recognize that until I was discussing it with her on the call. And then she said something so, oh my God, something I've said to other people, something like, it's so, of course. Anyway, what she said is, what if and she didn't use the word target, but what if you actually just chose to be so ridiculously and outrageously happy? What? What? And so what I recognized I'd been doing is that I was asking for the conclusion. Now, you guys, I have talked about this in so many of the classes that I facilitate. I have done other radio shows on it, all the things. But it took me having that conversation with 𝘗𝘗𝘯𝘮𝘯𝘮 to really recognize that I actually was doing that. I was asking for the conclusion. So my conclusion was, if I weighed less than 200 pounds by the time I turned 50, I would be outrageously happy. I mean, those wouldn't be my exact words, but that was the energy of it. But what was I asking for? The conclusion, the because, so to speak. So, tools for clarity of what to ask for is to look at what you're asking for, whether you call them targets or asks or goals or whatever it is. Look at them and ask yourself and be super honest. If I have this, if I create this, if I actualize it, whatever the proper word would be, what would I have? What would I be? Because you want to take it a step further. Now, some of those things, there will be nothing else, and that's actually the ask. However, if I would have asked myself, if I weighed less than 200 pounds by the time I turned 50, then what? I'd be so happy. I'd be so proud. I would be just over the moon, thrilled with the choices that I'd made. That's the ask. That's the ask. It has nothing to do with the number on the scale. And oh God, I'm so grateful for that conversation, because then I started looking at all the other areas of my life where I've been asking for the conclusion. And that's another tool that you can use, guys, is when you look at your ask, your target, whatever, is truth. Is this a conclusion? If it's a conclusion, then again, if you get a yes to that, then again, okay, so if I have this, then what? If I have this, then what? I would be happy, I would be peaceful, I would be over the moon, joyful, whatever it is. Then that's what you're asking for, because what happens is the universe cannot contribute to us when we're asking for a conclusion. I mean, it doesn't cut off all contribution. I don't mean that. It's just there's not a lot of space in that. But if we're asking for what we truly desire, if I really looked at that and like I said, so outrageously happy, like let's just go with that because that has such a magical energy on it for me. So, okay, asking for outrageously happy. So outrageously happy, the universe can contribute to. But when I've decided the way to be it is a certain number on the scale, that's not true. That is not true. That's never true. The universe can't contribute to that because it's like, in a sense, I cut it off at the knees. There's no space for that. So outrageously happy, yes. Now, that could show up as being 300 pounds on my 50th birthday. That could show up as being 110 pounds on my 50th birthday. I mean, I'm being silly, but you get the idea. It has nothing to do with the weight. And weight is a good example. However, what about money? The money you're asking for. Then what? Then what? Let's say you've been asking for $5,000 a month. Okay, cool. Then what? If you were actualizing $5,000 a month, then what? Well, most people like, then I can pay my mortgage with ease, then I don't have to stress about money, I could get a new car, I could go on a vacation, like whatever it is. Then you want to be asking for those things, my sweet friends. Please ask for those things. Ask for paying your mortgage with ease. Ask for the new car. Ask for the whatever else I said. I don't remember. Ask for those things because the universe can contribute to those. Asking for the conclusion really just cuts the universe off at the knees. It really limits what's actually possible. Yeah. Everything that just brought up, well, you just start uncreated all times a godzillion, right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, PUD, PUC, shorts, boys, POVADs, and beyonds. So that's the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. If you're not familiar, you can go to accessconsciousness.com. Actually, you can go to theclearingstatement.com for more information about how it works. So when we look at that, then, okay, so those are the two tools. One, just look at, okay, then what? And also asking. So truth, is this a conclusion? Now, with some asks or targets or things we're maybe, I don't know, struggling with or frustrated with that aren't happening, those might be really great places to ask those questions or really get present with. Because one thing I know about myself, and you're probably very similar, is that what we really desire, we actualize. We really do it. Like if you're still asking for something a year later and it hasn't shown up, it's possible, probably very likely it's a conclusion. The other thing it can be, of course, is it's maybe not your ask, or maybe it was your ask and it's changed, but you haven't acknowledged that. So you really want to recognize that too. But using these tools will really start to allow you to get super clear in what you're asking for. And then the universe can contribute. And of course, you are part of the universe. I don't mean it's this big energy outside of you. And that's when the magic can show up. Outrageously happy, that has already changed so many things in my life and my living. And it was, I don't know, maybe a week ago, if even that, since I had that conversation with 𝘗𝘳𝘯𝘗𝘮. How does it get any more magical than that, my sweet friends? Like truly, truly, what are you asking for? And one of the clearings I love to ask or run, however you want to say it, is, what am I refusing to ask for that if I would ask for it would show up as if by magic? Whew. Everything that doesn't allow that, we're going to start uncreated all. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, PUD, PUC, shorts, boys, POVADs, and beyonds. Yes, yes. A couple things that I would love to invite you to, my sweet friends, is the Business Done Different class I'm offering in June. Oh my gosh, my first one, so excited. The manual itself is worth the price of the class, let me just say that. And I also have a new class, a new 3-part class coming up. I don't have the official title yet, I'm just in the process with getting it approved by Access, but it's all about need and tug in business. Yes. Yes, so the link will be above or below. Again, if you don't see it, reach out. Would love to have you come and play, guys. I'm so, so, so grateful for what we can actualize on this planet. Truly, what else is possible that we've never even considered? All right, have a great week, sweet friends, and I look forward to chatting again next week.